and that got us about 60 to 70 miles over the course of 2 days. And here we are with no truck, no trailer, but we're in a 73 Winnebago, and we're going to follow along with some hashtag race car friends. Mike and Mike here with the Bucketlist Mob. Little Mike, Big Mike. This is Big Mike's family that had this. So
my aunt's father had it. It sat for probably, we're guessing 15 years. And so she was in kind of bad shape mechanically.
We drug it out of their driveway 2 years ago, and our other buddy Patrick, who's part of the group, he's had it stored at his shop for the last couple of years. And then obviously, as the whole entire automotive world knows, Cletus McFarland went and did that cheap RV challenge, and everybody paid attention, and we're like, man, we should do this. And you guys were like, man, we should do this. And so we're like, all right, we got to do this. Yeah. So it's time to drag her home.
Maybe a month to do it?
Yeah, I think that's when we decided. And we thrashed on it.
Just every night, getting parts. I mean, so all the brakes are brand new, lines, hoses, and everything. And then we fixed all that, pulled the transmission, rebuilt the transmission, put new joints in
the drive shaft,
fuel pump, water pump. Well, water pump wasn't initial. We decided we were going to use this to tow the truck, the cluster truck here, to race the cluster truck. We were registered for Mega Week for B group for
gas.
Yeah, and we got about 70 miles out, and it was just overheating, and it was running like absolute crap. And I was like, well, my daughter's boyfriend's parents live down this way. Let's see if we can use their driveway. So it sat in their driveway. They're not even home.
We got lucky that we had the issues that we had where we had them, and was able to use their facility. And
10 minutes from the Jegs warehouse.
Yep.
So we were able to get some pieces, parts.
So we got a spare radiator back there in the bathroom, all kinds of spare parts underneath that seat, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have to use any of those on the way back home.
But we missed tech in for the truck, so we thought, all right, we can't race, but we still got to go.
Right.
And so we told all our family, yeah, the truck can't go, but we're still going. And so we worked on the truck. We worked on this, trying to get it to stop overheating. We did so many different things. We ended up buying a new high flow water pump, and
we
CLR.
Flushed the radiator with CLR, let it soak in there for an hour or so, and flushed it out, and tried to back flush it. And fingers crossed, we were trying to hope that worked, so that way we didn't have to put a new radiator in. We got a new radiator, but it's not a direct fit, so it would have required some fabrication that would have been a little more time consuming than what we really wanted to.
We probably 6 test passes up 42, so there was a strip of 42 that we would go up it. It was a constant grade, and we knew that if we fixed it, the temperature was going to be right, and because it was running 230. And we did, the last thing we did was the water pump and the radiator flush, and it was 50 degrees warmer, so we were like, we're leaving in the morning. So the only thing we couldn't really do is the straps on the tank are rusty. There's no way to get the tank out, so we figured we just run it. We flushed it out with the 85 a couple times.
As best as we could. The tank actually did have a drain in it, but good luck getting that out. The bolt rounded off, so we ended up having to center punch it, drill the bolt. So we had a little tiny hole, like a 1/4-20 hole, that everything was trying to drain out of. So we did that as best as we could. We thread taped up the bolt, plugged it up, and filled up the tank, and we test drove it down the road Thursday night at like 9 o'clock. That was the first time it's been on the road since we thrashed on it. Brought it home after putting like 2 miles on it. Was like, cool, let's load it up the truck and the trailer and haul it all the way across country. And that got us about 60 to 70 miles over the course of 2 days. And here we are with no truck, no trailer, but we're in a 73 Winnebago, and we're going to follow along with some hashtag race car friends.
That's right. So tell everybody where they can see all of the adventure for this thing.
Follow us on YouTube at the Bucketlist Mob, and we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, posting lives all over.
All them social medias.